Hello everyone, welcome to Just James Games. Today we're going to be playing Kingdom. Kingdom is a 2D side-scroller, strategy/resource management hybrid with a minimalist feel wrapped in a beautiful, modern, pixel art aesthetic. Play as the role of a king or queen atop of their horse and enter a procedurally generated realm primed to sustain a kingdom. So, I have played a little bit of this. It's super fun. It's absolutely beautiful, and the music is absolutely gorgeous. So this is my very first playthrough. It says a solitary king carries the crown to a new land. Okay, so it runs for the most part really smoothly, and there goes the sign. Okay, just checking a few things there. I thought the volume was a little too loud, but I think that's just how it works. Okay. Alright, so we go to the right a little bit, chase this deer down. You can't do anything except for spend gold on things. It has a really nice tutorial to get you started, but it doesn't explain a whole lot. So first you build your campfire, then you can put down some gold to recruit peasants. Then you hire a bowmaker. And one of your people that you just hired as a peasant goes in there and runs that shop. And then you can buy a hammer. Oh, sorry. One of your people goes and takes a bow from the shop. You don't need to hire actual people to run the shop. They take a bow from the shop. They take a hammer from the shop. The hammer is going to allow me to build this wall. But the guy just stands around and waits until you actually assign him to build the wall. The guy with the bow is just gonna sit around and shoot anything it sees. So it works out pretty good, and it's a really simple introduction. After that it says, build, expand, destroy. So I thought, well, let's see what's over here. I mean, I don't know what any of this stuff does. And there's a little camp over here. It's nice and close to the main startup area. One thing about this is that your person can be completely different every time you play. I might have different quirks to them. So it sometimes will actually benefit you. And other times will absolutely just ruin the game, and I don't know how it's even remotely possible to play with them. But at least for me, my first playthrough, everything was 100% my fault. Because I didn't understand this at all. But it's absolutely fun, truly addicting. I just bought a bow so that one of the two new people that I just hired to bring into town would have something to do. And now I got my second coin, so there we go. Once you walk by the people that are shooting the bows, if they kill anything that's not an actual enemy, like the rabbits, they drop a coin and they'll pick it up. So you can just walk by them and they'll drop all the coins on the ground and you can pick them up, just like that. So, looks like it's starting to get dark. Yep, there are the stars in the sky. Now, the bow people, archers, I should just use an actual term for that, just go behind the walls, if you have walls. they'll go behind them and stay safe. For the most part, they will. At this stage, 100% they will. Later on, they don't. They tend to wander. There's, as far as I know, there's nothing you can do to stop that. Except, yeah, at all, actually. I can even put money down. They don't care about it. But you can't do anything in this. All you can do is pay people to do stuff for you. I mean, I can't, as this character, I can't fight enemies. I can just watch. So it's really, it's kind of taking away the power of, and a lot of control. Because in a lot of games, you know, you're the hero, you go out there, you fight, you do everything yourself. This, you are 100% reliant on everybody else. So every morning, when a new day strikes, there's a chest right there by the fire, and then a portion of coins will come out, and then you can buy a bunch of stuff first thing in the morning. It's actually quite nice. So, let's see. At this point, you know, I was like, alright, so I can like reinforce my walls, maybe build a tower or something. I didn't know really what to do, so, you know, let's recruit a couple more people or one more person. That doesn't generate like 2 new people right away. It's like 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. Then we get another camp that's really close to this camp, so that's 2 camps that are really close to our main base. So that's absolutely amazing. Only I knew really what to do. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. So once you build the little towers, the guys just perch there. They are there permanently until they get knocked out. So it's quite nice, but it just means you need more people, because they don't hunt. They won't literally do anything except perch there and then guard your base. So it's me trying to find out what's on this direction. There's the kingdom sign, and then it got really dark. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm heading back. So every once in a while, you'll run across little bits and pieces that'll throw coins up. It's not always a good idea just to go and do it. Because if it's like a wall, your people will go to wherever that is, even if there's literally no other fortification in between that wall and your previous one. They'll always go to the edge, your last wall. Which I played pretty conservative as a general basis. I'm not, you know, oh, I'll just go out in the middle of nowhere and build a wall, because that's not me or my style. It might work, but frankly, I don't really know what works, because like I said earlier, this game is completely different every single time you play it. So what might work for you kind of on one run won't work for you on another. And even if you do actually manage to beat this game, which is absolutely amazing, because yeah, I don't know how you would do it, but you know, I'm gonna keep trying, and hopefully eventually I'll get there. You know, I'm always pushing myself to do more and more, but this first playthrough, I'm gonna show the game. This is the game in its entirety, and then after this I will probably do one more. There's those little creatures, I don't even know what their names are, but I'll probably do one more, my second playthrough, but it'll be heavily edited, and then we can see if if you guys still want to watch this. But I wanted to show 100% of what the game was like for the first playthrough, just so you guys could experience this like I did. And here we are on day 3. Sweet. So in day 5, there'll be a blood moon. And on that day, everything will come and try to kill you. And right now, the first night there was one guy, second night there's two guys. It doesn't actually go in sequence like that. It's not like night 3, there's 3 guys. No. Night 5 is blood moon, and you get a whole ton of guys. So it's interesting. It's like let's get as much as built as we can before night 5, and then every 5th night from there forward is just gonna try to decimate you. Usually in between you're fine, depending on your defenses, but yeah. Your horse has limited amount of running, and then he gets tired. That's one of those things that is procedurally generated as well. Your horse's stamina. It, as well as the actually what I found out much later is that your horse can get little bursts of speed and just have like a huge burst of stamina and never get tired, but it took me a long time to figure that one out, because its little feet will sparkle or have something shimmer or something below it, and that's an indicator that it can run for a huge distance without getting tired. It's just one of those things that has a random chance of happening. So it's pretty safe and serene at the beginning. It's not a game that's gonna be like, all right, here's night 1, yeah, it was a piece of cake. All right, here's night 2, and you're dead. It takes, night 5. That's the night you have to worry about. That's the first actual threat of, oh my god, we're probably gonna die. And then it's just about building the game after that. How do I prepare for each night 5, night 10, night 15, night 20? This guy is a trader. He'll come, if you pay him the 5 coins, I believe, he'll come and restore one of the resources, like all of your bows or all of your hammers. He'll just put a bunch of them in, which can be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Good thing is if they're bows. Bad thing is if you have a small camp and you just got 4 hammers, because you don't need that many workers. You need 1, maybe 2 max. Alright, so now that it's the 3rd night, I believe that there's, I think, 3 or 4 total that come. Let's see, and they come on both sides. I can only watch 1 at a time. I'm not 2 people. So, there's only one side at a time that I can look at. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, okay. And I have enough archers at this point that it's not a big deal, and they're like gone almost instantly. So at this point I'm kind of like, alright, well, where's my coin box? I want my coin box for the next morning. And that's kind of how it was at this point, because it's just like, I want my money.